Message to Lightworkers. Greetings, fellow light warriors. We are glad to have this opportunity to speak with you again today. We are aware that many are feeling downcast and unsettled, sometimes worried and fearful, regarding recent turns of events in the United States that will affect not only life in that country, but in many countries. And we would say that you are not merely witnessing, but taking part in the most powerful overhaul and upliftment of energies that this planet has seen in many millennia. Far from being in a position to see the end of things, you are witnessing a beginning, and an unprecedented one. Most assuredly, you are seeing the end of the old regime. You are seeing the end of the old control of the dark forces and dense, low frequencies that have kept human consciousness at a level of awareness that permitted only their subsistence for so long. Under that old matrix, your higher instincts and higher dimensional abilities were kept separate from you, appearing only to a few who dared allow themselves to experience and speak or write about them. As they did so, they endangered themselves and their families, and were often persecuted, jailed, or executed for daring to bring not only their ideas, but their vibration to a state that the old matrix could not tolerate. In fact, the usurpers have feared that more than anything else. And so here you stand again, ready to speak, as nearly all of you have in other lifetimes, of the higher vision you carry. You stand ready to live out the beautiful gifts of assisting the earth and all beings in raising their vibration to a place of healing, enlightenment, and freedom from the pressures of past karma and unresolved trauma. Except that this time, the old paradigm of living under an oppressive state doesn't quite fit. This time, as you speak up, you are realizing there is power in my voice and in my presence. There is power to my thoughts, decisions, realizations, to my whole higher path, which I am taking up more and more every day. This is a power that no earthly structure can dismantle. This time, we stand strong, and we stand as one. They will not move us. If you could see, as we do, the powerful energetic waves of human thought and determination, the powerful intentions now rising and coalescing into outer forms of renewal and emancipation around the world, you would not doubt this for a moment. You would see that far from all being lost, all is being won, though certainly, it appears that much is in danger at the moment. Understand that you brought yourselves to this moment. That humanity's current situation is not something being done to you, but by you. You came not only to experience the lower vibrations, but to experience overcoming them, even experiencing love and forgiveness of them. And you will move beyond this difficult time, this exhausting moment that wavers in and amongst despair and shock, anger and uncertainty, as you co-create the new earth from your beautiful intentions to be free of the old shackles, and to create a powerful, light-filled planet that resonates with the higher dimensions. Speak these words out loud now, and mean what you say. I am hereby declaring human sovereignty upon this earth. I am hereby calling forth divine government, and fully enacted Nasara law, now. I am anchoring the higher energies needed for this now. All of us who are of the light now, work together as one. We claim and call forth the higher good of humankind and all life on earth, fully demonstrated in new and higher forms now. We release the old forms. We create the new earth, in all her beauty and power, now. There is great co-creative power in your words, whether you speak them aloud or write them down as a written declaration of freedom and sovereignty. Are you willing to be an alchemist for the new and higher energies pouring onto the planet, finding you as their vessel, their most beautiful expression? Are you willing to no longer invest thought and feeling in reacting to an old oppressive system that has been on the way out for several decades, and is now dissolving faster than you can comprehend? Of course you are. Of course you are releasing the old, disempowering it and dismantling it with your very presence, as you anchor these powerful energies of liberation. You are doing the work with your very breath and presence upon the earth. And if you feel exhausted physically or emotionally, know that you are going through an intense period of recalibration, rebuilding of every cell in your body and etheric being. You are also concentrating your energies on the work you carry out each night in your sleep state, working with your soul family and twin flame to enact and enable Earth's freedom from the old constructs, while helping to create the new constructs, in whatever area your life mission is engaged in. And does knowing that make everything happening now alright and perfectly joyful in your waking hours? Some days, no. And yet, is it for you to project into the future some disaster that has not happened yet, and which will probably never be permitted by the collective of higher selves of all light workers, who watch over the earth at every moment? Is it your job to stress or worry? Or is it your job to be joyful, to live in peace with the pure and invaluable present moment? To see the sun in his autumn, or springtime, playing upon the leaves and grasses, and to rejoice that all is well, whether it appears to be outwardly or not. For falling into fear is the old way, dear ones. It is not your way. It never has been. You took it on for a time, as part of your grand experiment into lower dimensional living. But it is the opposite of love, and it is the opposite of who you are. And so we rejoice with you, with your higher aspects who reside with us in the higher dimensions, as we walk beside you, usually unseen, feeling and experiencing everything with you as if we were ourselves in human bodies at this time, and you are greatly admired, being upon the earth at this amazing moment. That slight movement in the corner of your eye is probably one of us, making our presence known to you, to remind you that we are with you at every moment, and that you are, in your increasingly fifth-dimensional way, here with all of us. Namaste, dear ones. This too is part of the journey. Part of the light. Part of your beautiful vision. Stand back, and look at your creation from a broader view. We are with you, always. Channeled by Caroline Oceana Ryan. CarolineOceanaRyan.com